Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you are well. I hope you are ready for this video today, which is of course door number 17 of our advent calendar. We're ready to dive in a minute. We're going to open it up even, and see what's behind that door. We're going to see what we can create with it as well. Cannot believe we're already on to door number 17. Where has December gone? It's not going to be long before we come to an end. However, we've still got a few days to go left. We've still got some lives and then some videos. So, as I always say when it comes to these videos that I do, the only downside with the videos is, of course, I can't see your comments. So therefore, we're just going to dive straight in. We're going to open door number 17 of our calendar, see what's there, and let's get creating. So, let's bring in our calendar. So, open it as we usually do, and then we can see what delights are inside. So 17, which is here. So let's open it up. And let's go in and see what delights are here. We have got a folder. We've got an embossing folder and a very, very handy, useful one, might I add at that one. Really handy. It's kind of like a plaid effect, crisscross effect. So let's do as we always do. Let's carry as we mean to go on, and let's tie it up, and then what we can then do is see what we're going to do with it. So tie our calendar, move it to the side so we're all good to go for tomorrow. And let's bring back in our folder. So we've got our 3x3 folder, kind of like that plaid effect that you can see here. Could be trellis work as well if you want it. It could be an element of tartan as well. So what we're going to do is take our folder, and I'm going to use, you may remember this great big pad from the other year, it's one of our compendiums or something along those lines. So I'm going to take that one that you can see here, and I'm going to go for the browns. So not sure if I think I'll need another fuller sheet. I'm going to go for yellows, and actually we'll leave it there at the moment. And then what we're also going to need, of course, is our white multi-purpose cardstock. So let's bring in a piece that I've already got here. So I'm just going to double check. So well, it's not quite 3x3, it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then what I'm going to do is I have got a 4x6 card blank that we can see here. So let's take my scoring tool and just give that a really good burnish. So we've got our 4x6 card blank. We're going to keep it like that. What I'm then going to do is let's take our piece of cardstock, and I'm going to chop this up to just shy of 3 1/4. I might even go, yeah, at 3 1/4. It's meant to be just shy of 2 3/4. Get your measurements right, Craig, because I want my cardstock to go edge to edge to the design, not the folder. So I'm just I'm gone up to 2.5 inches, and then I've gone in another few millimeters. So if I zoom in here, bring this one in, so there's my 2.5, and you can see I've gone in between the 2.5 and the 2 3/4. So that's where I've gone with that one. And then that just means I'm going to get that full edge to edge, and in actual fact I'm going to trim it a tiny bit more so it's just after the 2.5 by 2.5 inches. So we can move that one out the way. And then I'm going to then zoom in, so don't need any of that. So let's go in with our folder, like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my plastic shim from my mini, and then I'm going to go in with, of course, my folder. And then what I'm also going to do, just to help bulk it out ever so slightly, I'm just going to put another layer of card just over the top, add in that little bit of an extra shim just to enhance that 2D emboss. So let's run that one through. So let's run it, let's move that to the side, and then we can open it up, and we've got a super cool emboss design that you can see here. I mean, how cool is that? Awesome. Love that crisscross or that trellis look or plaid look, whichever way that you want to go. And then what I'm also going to do is we're going to take the paper pad. So let's take the paper pad from door number 24 that, if you remember, we opened beforehand. And I want that one. So we can then take that. And then what I'm going to do is, because this was just over 2.5 by 2.5, to make it easier for myself, I'm going to go in with my tape runner here. So let's go in with whichever form of adhesive you want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that to the top corner there. And let's press that in. And then I'm going to cut all the way down. And then I'm just going to cut a couple more, just a few slithers, so I've got that full length. And then what I'm going to do is, because that was just over 2.5, yep, I'm then just going to do this one as well, just over 2.5, and cut. So we've got that same surface space. So we can move all of these bits out the way as well. So then what we can do is, let's go in with a piece of this yellow cardstock, and then we're going to go and create a matting layer. So let's go 2 3/4 by 5.5. And let's pop that one on. You don't need to come down a wee bit. Let's bring that into view so you can see it a bit better. So we've got just a tiny wee bit more. So that's just a shy over 5.25, which gives us our perfect matting layer that you can see here. And in actual fact, I am just going to trim a teensy weensy bit off of there. And then let's take our brown, and we're going to do the same with this one. So I'm going to go in 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch to create my brown matting layer. So let's pop that one on into place so you can see where we're going for. And in actual fact, I want to make that just a teensy bit smaller. Let's bring that back in. Let's take a teeny bit off of there. And then there we go. We've got our layers there. Now this would work if you went with pink pattern paper and then go in with pinks and maybe a deep purple or something. Play with your colours. But that's what we've got here. So I'm going to move that one out the way for now. And then what I am going to do is take these little bits out the way for now. I'm going to go in with some ribbon, satin ribbon that I've got here. So let's go and dive into a small part of what is my ribbon. So let's find not the one. That one I need. Bear with me while I duck down, because I've got more, loads more. So I've got all these reels of satin ribbon. So let's take this one. I get all of my ribbon from Sticks 2. I know it's an adhesive company, but they also do card and ribbon, and that's where I get my satin. So this is 9mm in width. And what I'm going to do is let's take our top layer first, and then I'm just going to add some adhesive, and then I'm going to create a band across, but I do want to pop a little bit of adhesive on. And then what we can do is then we can separate that. Now you can do that with cardstock if you want to. You don't necessarily have to do it with ribbon. So let's go in and then let's add a wee bit more to secure it. So let's take that. Just need to go in and take that one up, fold that one over, and fold that one over. That gives us our separation. We're not going to do any inking or anything. You can, of course, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it as is. And then let's move all of that out the way for now. Then what we're going to do is let's go in, and I'm going to add my adhesive all the way around here. So this one can go flat onto my yellow layer like that, and let's press that one in. And then what I'm going to do on this one is let's take some 3mm foam pads, so 3mm in depth, like so. And then what we can do with this one is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go in, let's put that one onto my card blank first of all. So let's add our tape all the way around here. I'm going to put that right in the central part of the folder. So press that one in, and then we can come along and take the backing off. Let's see if we have another fight like I did with my fingernails. So let's take all of that off, and then that can get placed into position into here, and we can press that one in. Not sure if that's kind of on the wonk or what, but there we go. And then I am going to go in with our vase die set. Now you can use any florals if you want, or you can pop something different in there if you want. But I'm going to go in with that daisy die. So let's take the die set and let's go in with that lovely daisy and a little circle. Let's bring back in our mini and let's go in with our little folder here. So I wonder if I'm going to have enough to get, oh yeah, I've got that and I've got that. So I'm going to cut two. I'm not worried about the embossed detail that's in the actual die cuts. All that I want to do is have two layers that are cut and ready. So if I find my poke tool, I'll take a couple of sips of my tea. Oh, it's cold by now. And let's get my poke tool. So we're just going to poke these little bits out. And then what I'm going to do is run it through again for a second time. So let's take the die. And then we'll run this one through. And then that central part, I'm going to come along and we're going to cut that in a little bit of brown. So let's pop that out. I can then pop that one back. And then run that one in. So we just need the one for this one. Let's take that out the way. Once again, I'm not bothered about the embossed detail here. All I really want is for my die cut circle to be there. What I will do though, however, I'm going to take my stamping mat, you know I do this quite a lot, so down in the bottom corner I'm then going to take one of my ball tails, turn it over, and then I'm going to add a little bit of shape to it. So we're adding that little bulge to it. And let's then go in with one of these. I'm just going to use a bit of wet glue first. I'm going to pop that one into place. And then this one, I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to offset it like so. So just twist until all the petals kind of overlap like there. Sorted. Then we can go in with a foam pad. Actually, I'm going to go in with a larger one. I've got some 7x7 square ones here. So that one we can take and pop that one into place. And then you've guessed it, I'm going to go, which looks like it's going to be one of my new favourite dies. Let's go in with that hello. Let's run this one through. So we'll run that one through with our brown. And then we'll do that again. But what we will do is do it in yellow as well. So let's set that out the way. And that out the way. Run the hello through. We're going to do a little drop shadow, and that will be our card for today. So let's take that out, and that and that. Let's go in with the hello. So we'll go in with the yellow first, and then we will pop our glue on. Set that one into place. Let's add that on. Do our drop shadow that we can see here. And then I'm going to go back to the smaller pads that I had. Just the good old-fashioned traditional 5x5. And let's pop a few little squares into place, like so. And then what we can then do is take the backing off. Now this could go on flat if you want, or you could use your glue gel if you want. Let's bring that one in. Now equally as well, I know obviously that card's going that way, but if you had your card hinge the other direction, you could easily enough do something like that. But I am going to go along and let's go in with hello, and then you can, if you want to, go in and then maybe stamp the spring or the summer or the autumn or the winter, depending on what colour. And then of course if you wanted to, you could always go along and lift all the way along like so. And if you want to do some of the back ones, you could do. And then there we go. There is our lovely little cute 4x6 card, and equally that could be a tag if you wanted it to be just that alone. That would work well. But you've got your lovely little 4x6 card that's been made using today's item from behind door 17, which is our 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 embossing folder that you can see there. So there we go. Bit of a shorter video this evening, but really chuffed with how that one looks. Amazing what you can do with some just little bits of card and paper and then an embossing folder that's way in the background. But of course you can start to use it elsewhere if you want to. So there we go. Once again, there's your little hello card that's been made using the hello. So I hope you liked that one, and you hope you enjoyed that one as well. Another cute one to add to the collection, whether you do exactly the same as me or whether you change it. It's entirely up to yourself, but you're more than welcome to do whatever you like. Rightio, that is that video for today. We will be back for tomorrow, where it is going to be door number 18. 18, and it's my friend's birthday as well, so I must remember and wish her a happy birthday. Thank you. We will see you again, as I say, tomorrow for door number 18, and don't forget, you can always tag me on social once you've made anything. Doesn't have to be exactly as I'm doing. You can change it up. You could do do something completely different. Be nice to see exactly what you're going to be doing. Okay, doc. I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.